Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Dwarf Fortress in Ideneral. So I figured out what's going on with this workflow interface thing. Sorry about that. I had to spend a little bit of time off camera just to figure out what in the hell is going on with it. And it works just fine. The key binding's fine. The issue is that Quick Fort doesn't want to play nicely. So let's just disable Quick Fort for a second. And now when we press Alt W, it's just going to pop right up if you have either this like a building selected or the main stock menu, just like it's supposed to be. So bam, there's workflow. So let's go ahead and play around with workflow a little bit. What I wanted to do was to track wooden barrels. So I want a certain number of barrels. So I'm going to go ahead and press Alt W. Workflow only tracks repeating jobs. Press Y to make this one repeat. So press Y. And now over on the right we've got the workflow constraints. So I'm going to go ahead and add a limit by pressing capital A. I want to track barrels made out of really any material personally. Right now we have 5. I want to have, say, 10 to 20 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and press E to bump up, capital E I think it is. Nope. I'll just do Shift R. I like to just type it out, it's fine. So I want to have 10 to 20. And that's about it. I can press S, capital S, to go to the status screen, which is the overall graphic user interface. So we're tracking barrels made out of anything. We currently have 5, and we have a limit of 20. So on any workshop that has a barrel job, if we have less than 20, workflow will automatically unsuspend that job, effectively, turning it back on. If we have more than 20, it will automatically suspend the job. So it auto-regulates the supply limits. So I want some barrels. I also want some... See, it's only going to enable it, though, it's only repeated here. I'm also going to enable it on this one. So we'll go to wooden barrels, and I'll press R for repeat, which now, oop, I don't want it on that one, I just want it on barrels. So now it's going to automatically track it on these ones as well. So any workshop that has wooden barrels on repeat is going to be monitored by workflow. I'd also like it for it to track wheelbarrows. So go ahead and track wheelbarrows and press Alt W. Yes, I want to make it repeating. I want to add a limit, and I want to have wheelbarrows made out of wood, and I want right now a range of 3 to 6. And I'll just have one workshop working on that. I just heard some combat. That C up there means that there's been a combat log. You can press A. So Flammy canceled brewing a drink. Apparently he ran out of something. We're going to press R to look at reports. And it's that was what made the noise. The turkey hen is fighting. So the stray turkey hen bites the stray turkey hen in the left wing, denting the skin and bruising the muscle. It latches on firmly. So there's a couple turkeys biting each other, which is rather annoying. They're all in the same room. I should probably spread them out a little bit more, but we'll work on it soon. Now, brewed drinks is definitely something that I want to have tracked. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in workflow as well. We'll add a limit. Drinks out of any materials is fine, and we have 75 right now. I'm going to add a range. I want to make sure that we're always making drinks. So just range of 100 to 200. Now, if you use workflow, I would recommend that right away, notice how we're getting that annoying little crash, like broken glass noise. Every time workflow can't make something, it's going to make that noise, which is annoying. It gets really, really irritating, especially when the fortress gets bigger. So I'm going to go to the orders list by pressing O and announce some job cancellations. I'm going to press X once, twice, 3 times. Announce no job cancellations. So if we get an error like this, cancels construction bed, needs logs, it's just not going to show that, which also means that Soundsense won't pick up that noise, which means that I won't have to listen to it over and over again. Now, if you play this way, you have to make sure that you're paying attention to suspended jobs yourself, because the game won't tell you about it. But I find it to be very, very good. Why are you... Oh, he's sleeping out there because he doesn't have a bed. I should probably finish the beds, shouldn't I? Poor dwarf. Don't worry. As soon as we get this next floor built out, then they'll all be happy. Got a nice floor full of stuff. They've brought all the food down here. So this is dwarven wine. How are we doing on food? Got some meat. Oh, that's right, we built the kitchens, but I didn't do anything. Actually, no one's built the kitchens yet. You lazy bastards. Okay, who's my cook? My cook is a miner. Okay, I don't want you mining anymore. I want you just cooking. Get to work cooking. No masonry either. Linsky. Looks like Nipplebottoms picked up a... Nope, no, that's not right. Saxel Rollbomrak has adopted Netforce. Netforce, you're a bastard. You're taking all the cats. So, 28 beds are complete. Some more combat. Roosters and hens don't like each other. Now we're actually kind of running low on stone, kind of. Now that they've moved it all out, let's actually remove that stone stockpile. I do this a lot. I constantly move stone around. I do want to start digging, though. And I want to dig some pretty expansive stuff. So what am I thinking of? Let's see. Gotta... I think, you know what? I'm just gonna make the center have up down stairs all the way through, since some of my designs are kind of conflicting. So do that. Except that I don't want it in the center. I want a central hole that we can plant stuff. There we go. So they'll put up down stairs through the whole way through, leave the center empty, and then on this floor and further south or down, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more floors down. And we're going to go DD. Perfect. Get to work. Mush, slaves. Oh, wonderful. We've already discovered the expansive cavern. I actually would have rather have not done that. There are 3 layers of caverns underneath the fort, underneath the ground. And they provide you with access to fungi wood, which is a type of tree, various other types of plants, and more importantly, enemies. People that will attack you. So, while digging down, we've struck the cavern. It's pretty shallow, actually. I'm barely underground and we've already hit it. So we're going to get rid of this. Let's just get rid of all of it. Oh god, it was just 1 level below. Jeez. Well, that's annoying. I don't want any flying creatures to come up and get us. Oh, what a shame. Okay. So, man, I barely missed it. Jeez. Well, you never really know what's right underneath you, I guess. Okay, so that is open to the air. This is a wall. So there's an entrance to air right there. These stairs go down directly into stone, so there's nothing there. This stair goes directly down into stone. So this is the only entrance. We haven't actually breached the cavern all the way down quite yet. And I'd really rather not go down here quite yet, because we just don't have the... we don't have any equipment. We don't have any stuff. So we're not going to dig any further down. Instead, we're going to go B, capital C, W for wall. And we're going to build a wall right here. It needs a walkable perimeter. Okay, fine. In that case, we'll dig this. And we'll B, capital C, W, build a wall right here. So we're just going to kind of hide. We don't want to fight. So hopefully someone will come and actually build that wall. There he is right there. Okay. So now there's no entrance. They can't actually get in. Which is good. We're just going to pretend like the whole thing out there is just not out there. I'm surprised how shallow it was. Alright, in that case we'll dig up. There's the central shaft. Go up about that high. Check on it one more time. Okay, so yeah, well, I just needed some space. I was trying to go down because I wanted more stone, but I do not want to go into the caverns until we can get the industry working out well and stop fighting turkeys. Now, one thing I don't like is that they're not really all working. There's 2 workshops that don't have any tasks, and if we check the manager, there's only about 12 more items. I guess they're all assigned. This one, though, I think I'm going to remove this building. I don't want them to work over there anymore. Cabinets are done. We have quite a few inactive dwarves. The bookkeeper. Let's see, who's not working? Current job. So, here, you guys can get back to work on that. Build some beds and stuff. Some cabinets and doors for your brothers. Struck some hematite. I think we're digging upwards now. This is some more soil. Very easy and quick to dig through.
For autumn has come.
Shoot, autumn's already here, and we're not really that far into the digging and building process. So next, I want to dig out just like a big, huge room here. Although I'd really prefer for it to be symmetrical. So let's turn off, let's do this. Mouse query track, turn that off. D, click there, and then I'm going to use the keyboard. Turn numlock off. Let's see. How I usually like to do it is... we'll just make it a big room. It's fine. Plenty of room to work. We have some puppies. We haven't really made anything of value yet, which is not cool. We need a crafts worksman. That's why I need space. Build workshop, crafts dwarfs. Or crap, sure, right there. Make it out of marble, sure. Now the kitchen's done. Now, we've got 3 options when it comes to preparing meals. The render fat option is automatic, kind of like skinning and tanning hides. That's automatic when you butcher animals. You can actually disable it under the orders list. If you go to O, orders, and then go down here to workshop orders, you can turn off auto butcher, auto skin, auto tan, all that crap. But it's usually better to just leave it on. So, these tasks though, easy meal, fine meal, lavish meal, they're not that complicated really. An easy meal takes 4 items, or excuse me, it takes 2 items and combines them into a meal. A fine meal takes 3 items and a lavish meal takes 4. Lavish meals are worth more. You don't lose quantity of goods, it's just fewer tasks. So you're better off using the easy meal in the beginning so that you can get some more experience on your dwarf. And then when he gets really good, you have him make lavish meals, which he doesn't need experience for anymore, and they're worth a lot more. You can actually sell food to the caravan. So let's get started with some easy meals on both of them. And we'll put them both on repeat. It's doing that thing again. No owner assigned. Kitchen. I don't know what that means. Okay. Well, I'm going to go Alt-W, workflow constraints, add limit. I don't want biscuits. I want to go to just prepared meals. So... I don't want biscuits. I want to go to... Where is it in here? What is it going to be? It's going to be under... Prepared. Any prepared meal. Any prepared meal out of any material. Desired range is just like drinks, 100 to 200. And we'll say Y for create. So we're now tracking any prepared meal. And that's on repeat as well. So now if we go to the workflow constraint, the graphic user interface, Alt-W, we can see we've got any prepared meal out of any material, and we currently have no prepared meals. So far, the dwarves have just been eating, like, raw stuff. You know, they've just been eating yak brain. But now we're going to have a cook come in and start taking the food. Let's see who it is. We've got Linsky. Man, Linsky, you are, like, all over the place. Where is Linsky? Yeah. He's got the miner's hat on because he's got level 2 skill with it. But he is the cook. You're the only cook. So get to work. Start cooking food. These guys are thirsty. That's what that little down arrow means. A down brown arrow means they're hungry. We only need 2 more doors, then we can do a massive build out of the whole floor. Looks like they're working on it right there. And here comes the noise. Need some Mountain Dew. Okay, so now that I know we have 28 of everything, we're just going to go to not this floor, but this one, because all the stuff's already here again, kind of like what I did in the dining room. We'll go ahead and turn off mouse query again. I know I do this a lot now, but whatever. Go with PX, get rid of that, and then we're going to go with, I need to turn Quick Fort back on, so there we go. Go Alt F, we're going to find Windmill Bedrooms, we're going to go to Build, BO, put it in the center, right there. We're going to go with Alt D. Bam, there's my glorious windmill bedroom. I love Quick Fort. I just love watching it work. It's sweet. Okay, put mouse query back on again. And we'll let them get to work now. So all that stuff they're going to have to move around, probably get some job cancellations, we'll have to unsuspend it again, but now all the dwarves are going to get beds. I know. Quit complaining. Stocks-wise, we're doing okay. I do think I'm going to bump up the settings on the bookkeeper to medium now, because we've got some items that are over 100, like the drinks and the food. Right there, that other means prepared meals. I really don't know why it doesn't say prepared food. I mean, other is... It's all that it is. Other is prepared food. So... Yes. Stop stumbling over each other. Why don't some of you work up here and some of you work down there, and you can just kind of take turns, huh? Why don't you use some common sense, retards? Okay, let's get rid of these masons' workshops. There's no stone up here for them to work with anyway. We'll relocate some of the tasks to the production floor that we're carving out. We have a stray ewe giving birth to a lamb. We should really be milking them. And shearing them as well. Let's make some... I want to track buckets. Put that on repeat. And... got to turn Quick Fort off now again. I think I'm going to rebind that shortcut so that I can actually use Alt-W. Workflow constraints, add limits. I want barrels, or no, buckets out of wood. 5 to 10's fine. And from this one, I want to make... we could definitely use some bins. And we'll put it on repeat. Add a limit out of wood. Good. And before I forget, I want to make a depot out here, because there's a pretty good chance that... is that not working? No planning mode. Because there's a good chance I'm going to forget. I forget all the time. And then the first caravan comes and there's nothing to... we can't trade anything. So there we go. Build a trade depot just out of whatever. Since we've struck the first layer of cavern, now any kind of soil underground is going to grow crops. It's going to grow shrubs, which is really annoying because they're going to grow right in the middle of our hallway. And I'm going to have to constantly harvest them by using designate plants to pick that plant. It's probably a mushroom. If you don't like that, you can put down a paved road. Just build a road over the ground, and then that way plants won't grow. We've got type of man gathering plants, like a pro. We should really probably start doing stuff like quick. Oop, combat. Turkey hen. Okay, let's separate some of these animals. I'm going to create a zone over here now for... We'll do 3... We'll just make all of them. And I'm going to queue up some rock doors. Make 6 doors for these areas. And I want to separate all of the birds into their respective gender, animal species types. So, how would be the best way to do it? Okay, I know what we're going to do. I'm going to do this. I, X, X. I'm going to delete that one. I again to create a new one. Now that I've deleted that previous one, I can go to pen or pasture options, go to currently pastured, and they're not in a pasture anymore, right? Because I deleted it. So we'll put the hens in this one. And the rooster. I think the rooster goes with the hens. That's good. This one, we'll put the turkey hens. And the gobbler. Okay, apparently I only brought 2 types of birds. That's fine. And the puppies and kittens we'll ignore. But hopefully by getting a few less animals in that room, they'll stop fighting each other. We have a baby lamb. Anyone want some veal? Got the trade depot, good. Fortress is kind of coming together alright. They're not done with this yet. I'm guessing that it's been suspended. Or don't tell me that planning mode thing. Yeah, let's try the resume all thing. Please don't tell me planning mode was enabled when I did quick for it. Yeah, it is, no. Damn.
No, I can't do it. No.
If I could just figure out what's going on with planning mode, then that would probably make it work a lot better. But as it is, I think that, I can't unsuspend it myself. Let's try this. I remember reading that if it's having a hard time assigning it, that you should save the game and then close Dwarf Fortress and then reload it. So let's try that. Maybe it'll work. Because it's supposed to automatically, unsuspend these things when there's an option, and there's a building available. That's workflow, continuing to produce drinks and stuff. These green ones I know are planned. Yeah, damn.
It won't work.
Alright, well let's try this. We'll click on it. I'm going to press Alt-X. I need quick forward on to make that work. Alt-X gets rid of a ton of stuff. It basically rapidly presses the send. And you can cancel out all kinds of stuff really quick. Much quicker than doing it individually. Okay, so build, door, planning mode's disabled. Build bed, planning mode's disabled. Let's just see if this works. What just happened? V-O. Alt-V. Here's my footprint. Yep. That looks fine. Alt-D. Sweet. I hate planning mode. I hate it. I hate it. I thought I had turned it off. Okay. Well, all this stuff is slated for removal now. It's messing everything up. I'd never played with the planning tool before, and I'm not motivated to make it work now. It just seems very frustrating. Either it's not getting along well with one of the other plugins, or I just don't know how to make it work properly. Which is probably the latter. Unfortunately, they're all staying pretty busy now.
More migrants.
More migrants! Yay! Okay. Well, I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. In the next video, I'm going to name some of these our new migrants. We got a few of them. And go from there. So make sure if you want to be named in the fortress, then use the form that's at the bottom of the description. Also, I'd recommend, unless you're really specific, you really want to play as a male, just put it doesn't matter, because otherwise you're going to probably end up having to wait, because if there's too many people that want to be male, then half the fortress is going to be female. So whatever, Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.